What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, the Night Boss, so I'm gonna come at you with another video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And in this video, I'm gonna be talking about my worst ass whooping. So, as you guys know, as kids, we have black parents. You know, we do something stupid, we get in trouble. It's an automatic ass whooping, straight up. No questions asked, no hesitation. You can so that's how it is in my house. I do something stupid, I'm getting an ass whooping straight up. But but anyways, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So there was this one day where there was this one day where I had there was this one day where I had decided to um to skip school. So basically, this one day I stayed home. Um, sorry, I stayed home. And from school, in which I had fooled my dad. Telling him that spring break had started, in which it hadn't started yet. So then this lasted about 4 days of me tricking him into thinking that I didn't have school that time, but which I did. I was skipping school. And let me tell you guys one thing. I'm gonna be honest. This is one thing you should never do. It is never okay to skip school, especially when your education is down the road and you have a serious future ahead of you. And the thing about it is, the thing about it is, your education is very important. You may not like it. Sorry, just got an invite there. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore that. But anyways, education is important, and in which it is never okay to skip school, no matter how much you hate school or stuff like that. But in which I made that mistake. I own up to it, but in which that's a mistake I will never let happen again. That was the last time I ever skipped school, in which I haven't done it since. So so you got more minutes. Um, but in the least of it is that here's how you found out. So there was this probably the fourth or fifth day of me tricking my dad into thinking spring break was on. I um I was asleep one morning, and then I had heard a knock on my door, and in which it was my friend Raekwon. He said your dad said to call him, in which I did, and then um he said, so why the f are you not in school? Just going ham on me, just going off of my ass, just saying, why is your fat ass not in school right now? Stuff like that. And then I said, but it's spring break. And then he said, don't play dumb with it. I just called your school just now, and apparently you're still supposed to be in school. So why the fuck are you not in school right now? And I said, because, well, Dad, because I don't like school. And he said, I don't give a fuck. It is never okay to skip school, in which, hold on, I'm trying to swallow this thing. In which you have had me fooled for the last week thinking that you had no school, in which it was a lie. I lied. I admit to it. I lied. I told a big lie, in which I admit to it. But and then now that it comes back to me, I was only 13 years old. I was 13 years old when this happened, and well, now that it comes back to me, I'm 15 years old now. And by the way, today's my birthday, so I hope you guys do comment happy birthday or some stuff like that. I really appreciate it. And anyways, he continued on, and then all of a sudden he says, when I get home, I'm gonna bust your ass to the white meat, and in which he said to so at the time I had my iPad, and he had let me use my iPad while he was at work and stuff like that. He had told me to stay off the iPad until he got home, and in which I did eventually put my iPad in the kitchen, left it alone until he got home. So then I had a few hours to kind of get ready for the ass whooping that he was finna give me, in which I know I already knew my dad, he didn't care, he's savage. My dad is a straight savage, and he doesn't give a fuck. In which I do something stupid, he gonna whoop my ass straight up. It's no question asked. And then so anyways, here while he was still at work, and after I got off the phone with him, I had quickly went into my closet and um, hold on. Anyways, I had put on extra pairs of underwear, extra pair of pants, all that stuff, and put it and literally put it under my pajamas, hoping that it would ease the pain a little bit, just at least a little bit, so that it wouldn't be as painful. Because I already knew what was coming. Because believe it or not, ass whoopings hurt. If you're someone who does not get ass whoopings, then I will tell you right now, if you never gotten an ass whooping before, I'm gonna tell you, you do not want to get one. It's just not. My mama used to whoop my ass. It's not funny. It's not funny whatsoever. It is not funny. Cause ass whooping is really painful. It's something you don't want to experience in life. It's just I ain't gonna be I ain't gonna tweak. It's really painful. Ass whooping is really painful, in which you'll never want to. You really do not. I'm just trying to say, you do not want an ass whooping straight like that. So then he eventually comes home, and I'm not trying to act like I'm asleep, in which he wakes me up. He wakes me up anyway and says, "Here we fucking go again." And then he says, "So why the fuck are you skipping school?" And I said, "Cause Dad, I don't like school. It's just I hate school." And he said, "I don't give a fuck. You have had me fooled all these weeks. They had me thinking that you didn't have school, in which you did, and you've been lying to me this whole entire time, in which I was dumb enough to believe you, in which I regret it. I regret." So then he told me to come to the living room and prepare for this ass whooping. So then, which so then he goes in the room and gets the belt, and yeah, he goes in the room and gets the belt, and and then he comes in the living room and says, "So what?" So he literally pulls out the belt, and I hear you know how kind of those sounds on the belt, how a belt sounds is when they kind of make chain sounds. That's what the belt was making, in which I was so scared. But I knew I just had to take this ass whooping like a man. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, um, eventually he started tearing my ass up with that fucking belt. That belt was just painful. I will never forget that ass whooping ever, ever. In which, and the thing is that, that was the last time. That was just the last time I had fucked up that bad, in which I knew I couldn't take it. That it wasn't worth it. I could not. Yeah, I just couldn't. I just knew that there's no need to fuck up like that again. Skipping school is unacceptable. I learned my lesson, in which I'm gonna be honest. During the whooping, he had me holding weights. He had me holding weights, and I'm not trying to be disgusting or anything, but he made me take. He found out that I had put yeah, he found out that I had put. Oh shoot. He had found out that I put extra pants on, in which In which after that he says, "That's smart, but unacceptable." In which he said, "Now that's gonna be even more ass whooping since you want to try to be slick and put some extra pants on." So then he said, "You know what? Just to make sure you don't have any other extra pants on, then take those underwear off and give me that white meat, give me that black meat." And then in which that meant that he literally whooped my ass bare booty, and that jump hurt. That jump really hurts because my dad, he does not care. He does not care. He's like I say, he's a straight savage. He just does not give a fuck. He's whooping my ass. He's just a straight savage. Tears my ass up. That's just, it's over. In which after that though, and I'm gonna tell you, it lasted about maybe five, yeah, maybe 5 to 7 minutes, 6 to 7 minutes. That ass whooping. Like I say, he was making me hold weights up while um whoop my ass with bare booty, in which I will never forget that ass whooping, and in which that was the last time I screwed up that badly. And the thing about it is, I will never do that. That's something I will never do again because I know from that experience that there's no yeah I know from that experience that what it's gonna come when it comes, because if I lie to my dad, then he's not gonna catch me. He may not catch me as soon as I don't expect, but eventually he's gonna catch me. Eventually he's gonna find out the real truth, and then after that, that was the last time I skipped school. In which since then I've been to school every single day, on time, all that stuff. I might be late every once in a while, but at least I show up to school, in which that's what he gives me credit for. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like and let me know if you want to hear more story times. But anyways, it's your boy the Night Boss Howell. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. But anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out, y'all.